One of the last guys I picked up this offseason, July 23rd. It's a guy had a very interesting season in 2022 from a fantasy perspective, and that is Justin Fields. You can see I got his rated rookie here, 2021 optic, PSA 9. Picked it up for 30, low 30s, 40 total dollars with shipping and sales tax. And honestly, thinking was I would like to flip him and get rid of him before the season starts once the hype picks up for NFL football. And there is a decent, or was a decent amount, I think still is, hype around Justin Fields. But I mean, he hasn't really shown. And look, that offense has been a disaster for a number of years. So I'm not saying it's all his fault, but he hasn't really shown an ability to throw the ball for anything significant. Certainly bottom half of the league, and that's not a knock on him. These are the 32 best quarterbacks in the world, all very talented throwers of the football. And, when I say bottom half, I mean pretty far down the bottom half for Fields in terms of throwing ability. Maybe number one with running. I don't know. He does it the most. So he's number one in that. I don't know that some of the other guys aren't just as good or better runners. Mahomes, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, they're all smarter about when to run, but they all play on winning teams, so it's just a whole different world. When you're on a winning team, you make decisions that help your team win games. When you're on a losing team, you might try to make decisions to help your team win, but when that's not going to happen, and you end up doing what you want to do. So I don't know. So the point being, he put up well over 100 yards rushing in three different games, 8 rushing touchdowns. Amazing fantasy value for a quarterback, which apparently does lead to some interest in the card collecting world. Those types of numbers, because there is interest in this guy. Also, anybody new, anybody young, there's inherently, especially of a quarterback, inherently a decent amount of interest. So, Fields, another lesson learned. So the intent was, hey, maybe I can flip this thing. Bought all in for 40, which is a little below what market was at the time. And yeah, it's currently could probably sell it in the mid 40s. But lesson learned, by the time you pay for shipping, by the time you pay on the buying side, by the time you pay eBay fees on the selling side, going from 35 to 45 isn't, you're not making any money literally. So that is where either you have to get into more expensive cards if you're going to flip. I'd say. Um, or I guess, yeah, try to do them, or find amazing deals on the buy side. That's the other way to make it happen. So I think that can happen. I don't think there's any reason why you can sell for anything amazing on the sell side ever, honestly, other than super short print, low numbered cards. So point here is, yeah, so the price, it's probably gone up 20 or more percent, which means I could sell and break even. So I'm not going to do that with anybody. I do like the player. He was really good at Ohio State, and I mean throwing the football as well. So let's see what another year does. Maybe he does come out and is able to throw the ball well. The situation on the team not good, which obviously is a huge part of a quarterback and their value. But pretty good sized fan base, and if they could get on some kind of roll, new head coach there, so maybe they do get on some kind of roll, and there's an opportunity to sell this for a net 25 or so percent profit, which we're talking like $10. But no, I would take it. I'm just trying to learn here at the lower value, at the lower dollar numbers, and then hoping to grow.